Jordan with Elite Jumps here, and today we're talking all things beads for jump rope. So we get lots of questions about beads, which beads to use, when to use beads, how to use beads. With this video, I'm going to talk to you about everything I know about jump rope bead. Here I have the 4 different types of beads that we sell. We call this our heavy bead. It's a 2-inch thick bead. Then we have just a 2-inch standard bead, a 1-inch standard bead, and a 1-inch soft bead. We'll start with the 2-inch standard bead. So this is an 8mm bead. If you watch our video on PVC, you'll see that this is our thickest PVC. This is a 6mm PVC. You can see that the 8mm bead is even thicker than what we call our heavy PVC. This is much lighter, but it's thicker, which creates more wind resistance. So if the reason that you would use jump rope beads typically is because they're going to be slower. So a beaded rope is going to spin around you slower, but it also allows for you to feel the rhythm. There's 2 great benefits of beads. One is that you can feel the weight. The other thing about beads is that they click when they hit the ground. So as you're learning your timing, there's that biofeedback of the sound of the click, 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 click. There's that 2-inch bead. Then we have what we call that 2-inch heavy bead. Now this bead is not actually heavy. It's super light, but it's much thicker. It's 10mm than the 8mm bead. When you jump with this bead, it will feel heavier because of the thickness. It's just dragging through the air. So you have to work much harder to get it around. So you feel that. These 1-inch beads are the same diameter as the 2-inch bead, but half the length. And I'll explain a little bit about the benefits of that in a minute, but primarily the value of a 1-inch bead is it makes the rope more flexible because it can bend more, which is great for tricks. These are a little bit more expensive because they take twice as long to make. And if you want, you could look up a video on our little beading machine versus a man. We have not figured out a way yet how to mechanically bead a jump rope quicker than a person can do it. And then we have these plastic soft beads. These are made of a different material. So this is a TPU material. If we can zoom in here, you can see these beads can flex. And what's great about these soft beads, 2 things. They're actually more durable than the standard hard bead. These will last forever. And if you're jumping with a kid or using these for a kid's jump rope, they don't hurt when you hit someone with them, or if you get hit with it. They also don't mark your floor. So a little bit more expensive, but the soft beads are really nice. And lastly, we'll compare the 1-inch beaded rope to a 2-inch bead. So this is the wear and tear on the bottom of a 1-inch bead. Again, you can see some of that abrasion starting to happen. Again, it's only right at the bottom of the rope where it's hitting. Anywhere else on the rope, the beads are still great. So if you could just have an extra handful of beads you could slide on when these wear out. Again, these will take quite a while to wear through. These are made with a 3mm polycord in the middle, which is super flexible. The difference is if you are jumping for freestyle, you will see all the best freestyle jumpers. If you look on Instagram and see what, the people that are doing tricks, they all use 1-inch beaded ropes because it's much more flexible than the 2-inch beaded rope in terms of the different kinds of tricks and releases they do. So you can see here the difference in wear on the 1-inch bead, the soft bead here, versus the hard bead. So I hope that video was helpful. This is everything I know about beads, but if you have more questions, be happy to answer your questions. Leave them in the comments below or reach out to us. We'd love to help you out. So happy jumping.